Hey guys, how are you doing? It's Simon from Bizlearn. Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. As you were already watching some of my videos out there, you might ask yourself, where does he get all of these informations from? And that's why I'm making this video. I want to talk about myself and especially the Bizlearn project. I don't want to talk about my person that much, but I think it might be interesting because you will remember yourself, maybe. I started my career as an industrial designer. Pretty cool, don't you think? We were designing plastic bottles. Is still cool? I don't think. Rotated elements, which you can find everywhere. Every ocean has it. And I didn't really have a passion, but anyway, there were some freeform elements on the bottles, so I had to visit a freeform training. And I did that several times, the same training on, and each time I came back and wanted to work, no chance, I didn't get it. I had a knowledge of all the functions in detail, all the settings you can do, but no idea of how to combine that. There was some kind of method missing. So I started worrying about the method next to the passion issue. I started to use Siemens NX for my own product, for my guitars, and of course CNC machining. To get a deep understanding of geometry and how things can be shaped, it really helps a lot if you do your own hands-on, like building something with hand tools or even CNC machines and understanding the manufacturing process. This really helped me a lot to figure out how to create things in CAD. So I have decided to become a mentor for other people, to become a trainer and deliver all the required information and all the experience that I've collected during my design process and especially manufacturing process to make learning easier, especially concerning CAD software and also PLM software. And in my opinion, a training still has to be personalized. I'm not a face-to-face trainer, I'm an online trainer. Of course, I'm supporting my website and all the training environments me and my team are delivering. But anyway, I'm really focusing on an individual training experience. And that's what we're doing with Bizlearn. You might ask yourself now, what kind of content can we get from Bizlearn? Well, of course, basic trainings and especially Siemens NX update trainings. We have developed a new, very specific and unique training environment concerning Siemens NX update, which we call continuous update training. It's very unique, it's a dynamic training. And I think now it's time to have a look at the platform we are using to provide all this very cool information.
After booking a training and accessing your personal dashboard on our training environment, you can see the training listed here. And it's just one click apart to start your training. You first of all get a little introduction about the next steps. But if you have a look at the timestamp, you can see it's just a few seconds. It's just an introduction of the training topics which are gonna come, and of course it's personalized. There's some kind of humanity inside because we are always filming the trainers and always are gonna use audio within our training, so you can directly start. Instead of creating a great introduction video where everything is explained, every setting you have to do, however, because it's a very dynamic and personalized content we're going to offer here, there are only just tiny videos, also like this one, explaining you what to do next. Here you can see, for example, the participant has to download the training parts, of course, as a prerequisite before starting the training. And you can see you cannot start without downloading the parts, so it's a kind of must. So the people which are visiting our trainings, they cannot just scroll through and just have an overview, however, which they already get within the videos. They really have to participate, as also people within a real training have to do. And now you can see after downloading the parts, you have the first chapters available. And we have a progress bar, we have a support function, you can have direct support and live support, that's very important. And there are a couple of settings and links, however, for example, the download area. And this number of settings and links will increase after the training process. So you have to fulfill a few chapters before you can do the next setting. There's another evolution kind of game, it's called Level Up, however, and you have a comparison area. You can compare your ranking. Let's have a look into our first chapter. You can see we have a dynamic video. What does dynamic mean? You have a table of content within the video, and we want to avoid to use text and images, however, because we have those wonderful videos and also audio, and it's just a little text information at the end. And as you can see, An introduction to a specific exercise. We haven't translated this one yet. It will be available in English during the next couple of weeks. And you can see you can jump within the video between your chapters of your video. And the participant has to proceed the training, and there are a couple of things to be solved, a couple of questions that will appear, etc., etc. Now you can see we can end the chapter and proceed. And here you can see some information. You have reached level 2, pretty cool. Well, that's the comparison thing which you can see here, and you can compare with your colleagues. It's not about grades in here, it's just some points you collect for activities. And you can now proceed your training, and within this video you, for example, receive the information that there's an additional setting available. First thing you can do, of course, is adjust your course content. For example, you can display already performed chapters or show the table of contents. Another thing I'd like to show you is here. The people in our trainings are informed about that via these dynamic videos, but anyway, I'm going to show you, it's your profile. If you have an NX update training, you have some settings you can do, or which are preset. For example, your former NX version, you can have update trainings from NX 10 up to NX 1926, and you can define your source version here, and of course, your latest version, which is 1926 or maybe something in between. And this one is very, very interesting because we have decided to really have user-defined training content. People shall only learn what they need. So we have defined roles, and depending on the role, after having defined a specific role, you have a specific content available which suits to your needs. There's nothing which you shouldn't know inside. That's pretty cool because people save a lot of time when doing that. After having completed some of these chapters, you will get the chance to, for example, participate on a new training. In this case, it's a basic training, and of course, some people do not need drafting tools, but if you want, you can, for example, access the drafting training because you have all the required information you need to create your first drawings. And you can start it here after some introduction videos. And of course, also here, download your training parts. And now you're within the drafting environment. If you have a look at your course list, you got 2 trainings available. And it's possible. And the cool thing is, it's dynamic. And people can now create draftings and learn how to draft, and afterwards proceed the basic modeling stuff and, for example, create a drawing of each model they are designing within this environment. And now it's time for a game. You can start the game here, you get a little instruction of it, but anyway, pretty easy to do. It's a memory game in here, which is discussing the most important functions, as you can see. I'm trying to solve it. Yes, I did it. You can reset this or go back to the training. And the cool thing is, it will never ever appear again. So the next time you finish a specific chapter, you will be able to repeat the content by a completely different game, for example. Let's have a look into one of these chapters. There's the introduction of, for example, the new chapter, and you can see the video pauses automatically when it's time to draw, when it's time to repeat things. That's pretty cool because you don't have to worry about how long to watch the videos until you are exercising things. You will get an information within the video. It's just one click ahead. You have the drawing available. Now your progress is a 100%. You have completed all the modules required. And you now have the chance to give us a feedback, and after doing that, you can see there are all the chapters listed for the possibility of repeating things. Of course, you could have displayed those chapters by adjusting the course content, and you could now define a different role compared to this one you were using for this training. It does not really have a bad effect, but anyway, you can now download your certificate, which you usually do receive an email and a PDF.
I hope you enjoyed this video, and I am really looking forward to your feedback in the comment section, or you can directly write me a mail if you have a special interest or a specific question. Of course, I'm gonna link my mail address below. We have a website, it's still German. It is right now being reorganized, so we will have an English version and you're going to be informed about that. Our trainings anyway are available in both German and English, especially the NX 1926 update, which is coming in a few weeks. I absolutely recommend you to visit the training if you're a CAD beginner or if you're planning an update, however. But anyway, we won't stop delivering free content on our YouTube platform concerning modeling methods and similar issues. Hope to see you soon. Goodbye.